Hi, welcome to yoga. I'm Amalia. We're going to do a short practice today. And today's practice is going to focus on the first of the 7 chakras. And the chakras are energy centers in the body, and each of the chakras corresponds to a different category of postures or asana in yoga. One of the reasons to work with the chakras in your practice is it can be a really nice way to bring your focus more specifically into not just one area of the body or the subtle body, but one particular area of your life. So it tends to not only your physical self, but your emotional self and the wider world around you. And I hope that that will become clear and its benefits will be apparent to you as we practice. Today for the practice, I have a chair and I have a yoga block, and you may like to use either one of those or neither at all. Okay, let's get started. So the first of the chakras is the root chakra or Muladhara. And Muladhara chakra is associated traditionally with the color red. Each of the chakras has a color that goes along with it. And the way that we start to relate with, or we'll get in touch with this base chakra, is by bringing some attention to the lower half of the body, specifically the base of the spine. So you might kind of think about where your tailbone is, down from there, the legs, the knees, the ankles, the feet. You could sit, you could stand. Just take a couple moments, maybe with your eyes closed if that feels good. And start to register whatever sensations you notice related to the lower half of your body. Feeling each of your toes, feeling the soles of your feet. You're sitting, maybe you feel the surface that's underneath you. Letting your attention and also any thoughts in your mind drop down. This chakra is associated with the element of earth. So not only are we sitting or standing or connected to the earth in this physical way, but also we can think about how at a more molecular level, we're intricately connected to the earth in the sense that our bodies will one day become part of the same stuff as the rest of the earth is made of. And we're supported and sustained by the water and the air, just like all living beings. So as you breathe in, maybe you're envisioning this color red moving toward the root of the spine and back down and out into the earth. And as we begin some movement, linking our breath together with our moves, let's also have an opportunity, inhaling, rising up onto the balls of the feet, sweeping your arms up overhead, to come into relationship with a moment or an image, an imagination, a sense, something that connects you to the earth in a really specific and tangible way. And this is going to be different for each one of us. So allowing this to become your practice for your body. So maybe your connection to the earth, if you're a gardener, includes putting your hands into soil. Maybe it's when you visit a particular place or a view out of a window that you especially love. If you're finding that the balance element of this is challenging, you can do just the arms, or you can go to your chair or to the wall, having one hand on the support of a chair or a wall and the other hand moving through space. Let's do just one more. Again, at your pace and not mine, using the full length of your breath to send the arms out and up. Trying to use this whole exhale to lower the heels or the arms or both all the way down to the floor. Great, and then we'll circle out the shoulders and maybe roll out the neck. When you're feeling content with this movement, we'll try another standing posture. So, when we want to feel grounded, connected, and nurture this root chakra, it's really helpful to practice our standing poses because, of course, they rely on the steadiness of our legs and our lower body, and they rely on that connection to earth. So, the way that we might practice this if we want to use a chair is by setting our chair up with a seat facing the middle of your mat, stepping your left foot so that your toes are just underneath the front edge of that chair, and then stepping your right foot back, and the right toes are going to turn out toward the long edge of your mat just a few degrees. If you look down at your heels, they might be in line with one another, or you might wiggle that left foot out to the left so that if you were to imagine you were standing on railroad tracks, that's about the width that your heels might be from each other. Maybe these are kind of little railroad tracks, but either way, you'll feel as you move in and out of this posture what provides you with the most comfort through your low back, through your sacrum, and through your hips. So this is going to be triangle pose or Trikonasana. Let's inhale and sweep the arms out along the length of the mat. And then as you exhale, take your left hand down to the seat of the chair. Let your right arm climb up to the sky. It might be your fingertips or the whole of your hand that lands on the seat of that chair. Now, as you inhale, send that energy down through both feet into the earth. And as you exhale, lengthen through the sides of your neck, lengthen across your collarbones, reach your arms away from each other. So this shape triangle pose, because our legs are making the triangle, can be practiced with the arms as they are now, or maybe this right hand comes onto the hip. You can even press into your hip to remind yourself of this stability running through your back leg. Or from this reaching position, turn your palm toward the floor and slide your arm all the way over your ear. And this can be more sensational. And you get to decide, is this something that I need and is useful to me right now? Or maybe do we go back to one of the other arm positions? Another thing to be aware of is that this bottom supporting shoulder might start to creep forward. Let's try to move it back and relax the scapula or the back of the left shoulder blade onto the back of your body. So we get lots of freedom and space across the chest, and then the head gets to go wherever it wants. So again, let's use an inhale, concentrating attention and awareness to the root chakra, to Muladhara at the base of the spine. And an exhale, sending that breath and energy down and out through the legs. And you're going to pick the arm shape that works best in your body. 2 more rounds of breath here. Inhale, imagine your left foot was moving forward on your mat without actually moving it. Sending some energy down through that front leg. Exhales are always a place to check in and see where you might soften, extra gripping or tension that's not necessary. But inhale will come all the way back up. And exhale, releasing both arms down. All right, when you're ready, heel toe your feet together or step them together under your pelvis. It's always really nice to take a breath and just a rest in between sides. And your body and brain here get a chance to assimilate. They get to feel what it is that you've just offered. There might be residue, sort of an echo of that shape moving through your body. See if you can stay with those sensations until they dissolve. Okay, to go to the second side, if you're using the chair, you can just switch that. If you're not using the chair, your feet will be the same, your base will be the same. And rather than bringing the right hand onto the chair, you might bring the right hand onto your shin bone or even down to your ankle. You can also play with and adjust the width of your legs. So maybe the back leg walks a little further back if you want a broader stance here. It's always going to be individual, and we want it to suit you and where you are today. So your practice today might be different from your practice next week. Let's inhale, arms slide out the width of the mat. And exhale, bringing the right hand down to the chair and the left arm up and overhead. Inhale, reach your legs out and down into the floor. Exhale, find the position of this top arm that works best for you. Sometimes I like to check in with the hip first and actually press gently into this hip as a reminder to my left leg that it is actively rooting me to the floor. As you inhale, you can check in with this bottom right shoulder. And if you notice the shoulder head rolling forward, see if you can guide it onto the back of the body, maybe softening this right elbow as well. Again, if the image of red light moving through the body is helpful, use that as you breathe. Inhale, gathering to the base of the spine. Exhaling out and down through your legs, through the soles of your feet, and right into the support of the earth. Let's take another couple breaths at your own pace. The shape might change and evolve just like you are changing and evolving. We're allowing ourselves to be fully human in all of our messiness, in all of our abundant glory. Next inhale, reach the left arm back, press into your feet, and rise all the way up to standing. Heel toe your feet back together. Let's meet in Tadasana or mountain pose, simple standing, arms relaxed by your sides. And just see what you notice from the base of your spine all the way down through your legs and through your feet. Muladhara chakra, this root chakra, is also associated with our sense of feeling our basic needs are being met, our need for belonging, feeling like we can survive as long as we have some essential support. So as you finish this practice, you might like to gather your hands to your heart, maybe to close your eyes. And you could say as an affirmation, I am safe, I am connected, the earth supports me. Or use your own words, or just return to that image that you have, the place where you feel most connected. Letting that wash through you for another breath in, and then sigh that breath out through your mouth. Thanks so much for being here and sharing your practice today.